Okay, guys, so we're going to do a reaction video today. I'm not sure how much you know about it, but the artist name's Ren. So, a bit of background for him. He's originally from Wales, lived in Brighton, and at one point in his life, basically, he developed Lyme disease. So he got a tick, and he developed Lyme disease. So he's had like mental health issues and all sorts. So he's had a really like hard life. That's why his career's never really like took off really early because he's had this interval in between. Um, but yeah, so I'll press play now. This is Ren. Hi Ren. Let's go. Okay, thoughts so far?
I don't know what's going on.
I'm still a little bit hung up on what's Lyme disease. I'm like, what
Yeah,
is
I was
this? Right?
thinking that. What's Lyme disease?
So is he in a wheelchair
So
because of Lyme disease? Like, is it something like, where do you get ticks from? Where did that come from? Has he been running in a field? Like, what's the, I don't know.
yeah, essentially, like that's where you get a tick from. You can, if you
Oh,
catch off like, long grass and things like this, can you? But when you get bitten by a tick, you can effectively you can one of the side effects is you can develop Lyme disease.
okay.
But let's back the Lyme disease for a sec.
Okay,
What do you
sorry.
think about so far? What's going on and music, everything like that?
Well, I don't know if it's expected his speech, but I was expecting some words to be sung then, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. It's too early for me to make it.
Okay,
I
Based
don't
on
know
the
what's going on.
backstory, I think Tim, you mentioned, I think it echoes this kind of slightly chaotic kind of introduction, right? So his life's been up and down, and you know, it's a melodic introduction, and again, it's riffing on a bunch of different type of styles as well. And I think that yeah underlines his background. I think that's what he's trying to introduce himself, and it's the notion of up and down, bit of chaos, bit of kind of continuity as well in terms of the back and forth of the melody. And it's a bit fun. It's a bit fun, right? Where he starts doing his kind of oohing on top of the melody
yeah.
as well. So that's my interpretation already.
So
I thought.
one important thing to remember in this video as well. This is all one take, and this is all live. This is not like edited. He does all this in one take. What you're about to see, basically.
Okay.
Right, let's go back into it.
Hi there, Ran. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ran, are you pleased to see me? It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ran. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man, trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connected, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it. Played on guitar. Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves. And I'll shake up the whole world beneath it. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to down my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
Okay. So it's a lot, isn't it?
I like the transition between the two. You know, he's obviously speaking to the illness, I'm guessing, or you know, it'd be a good video for a schizophrenic sort of song.
I think it's a reflection of internal monologue, internal dialogue of people like you can see the change in terms of the coloration and the lights flickering when the alter ego comes on, right? You can see the sentiment of challenging yourself around being good enough. There's an internal struggle going on there, right? That everyone kind of has. So I can see myself, you know, having a similar interaction in my own head to what he's speaking about there, right? Not necessarily condemning myself in the manner, you know, that he verbalizes it, like killing myself and all this stuff. However, that notion of being good enough and worrying about perception of others and stuff, I think that's a very valid real world dilemma, you know, that people have. And I think his struggle there, his monologue, his notion of an alter ego, I think is very valid. I think he does it really well.
It's a good observation about the lights and stuff. It took me a couple of watches to notice that.
Yeah, you can see the flickering of the lights.
When he's doing the dark side. Yeah, that's it. When he's doing the dark side, it's unstable. When he's the positive reflections of himself and stuff, it's like it's light and it's. But even the way, I don't know if you noticed, the way he plays the guitar and stuff as well is different.
Changes.
The notes are more chaotic when
his bodily structure kind of changes in how he grips the guitar itself, like the way he kind of snakes round and is more kind of up, and you know, it's the turmoil. That's what it is. It's this kind of both musical and visual reflection of turmoil that people have, a mental struggle on being good enough. You know, should they go for something? Should they not go for something? And we have this conversation a lot, right, together around whether or not you know, you should go down a path or you shouldn't go down a path. What could go right? What could go wrong? You know, should you follow your passion? Should you not follow your passion? People won't think you're good enough. It's been done before, therefore you shouldn't do it. Don't explore. Don't jump over the edge. And this is a great representation of that. And I also like the fact that it's wrapped up in this almost like this notion of a mind, right, which is slightly it's not perfect either. So you can see in the background there, you can see the walls have got paper coming off them. It's not quite pristine, right? Which is again, I think, is that reflection of not quite perfect in people's minds. So it plays on mental health, I think, a lot. That's my interpretation right now.
Cool. Right, should we just carry on?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Right, I'm just gonna bring it back a little bit. Okay.
I'll tie you up in knots
Check
when
the
I
lights
lock you inside.
Oh,
Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistophelies, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal. Feeble and normal, you wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, REN. Hi, REN. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So coward the man I've become, when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspired I make to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise, in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side.
So it's not finished yet, but thoughts?
yeah. I mean,
Silence.
I'm digesting. So I think it echoes what we just said. It's around this notion of struggle. And like you mentioned hope there. You mentioned there's also that notion around this singing. His fast verbalization, his singing, the almost ethereal kind of oohing on top like that, which it's this kind of dark and light transition as well, which is echoing the lights which happened as well.
Did you see the lyric? I thought that was a brilliant lyric when he says he's talking about hope. And he says the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. That's what I thought. That was quite profound.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of layers to digest this on, right? For your senses, right? There's the lyrical aspect of things, which again and this is why probably, I don't know, Tim, if you've watched this a few times, you probably have to watch it and try and hone in on those like those layers each time you look at it, right? Because you'll get something different. Like you can listen to the lyrics and interpret the lyrics. You can just look at the visual kind of sensation of the lights and understand the backwards and forwards there. I mean, even him standing up there is a statement. You get me? Like
That
when
was
he
part of the hope bit.
he's gone from sitting
Yeah.
and going back and forth to standing and then going through this motion of hope and blah blah blah, but then back to that notion of turmoil as well, right? So the lights going crazy and him going a bit mental and with his melodies. I think he does it really well. Is it quite challenging to consume at some points? Yes, I think it depends. Again, it depends on your likes and dislikes in terms of music. So some people listening to rap, like if you want to call it rap, right? It might be hard to consume. Like other people like softer music and things. So and
I
It's
think it's
definitely an
definitely
acquired
something.
taste.
Yeah,
This song.
It's definitely one of those things that you can appreciate when you hear it the first time. But I think if you hear it again, like you said, you take something else out of it.
for sure.
I mean, some songs are quite like repetitive. You hear it once, you've heard it. You're not going to hear anything else new in it, are you? But yeah, I think the whole video, like when I first watched this, the whole video is like I picked up something new like every time I watched this sort of thing. But yeah, it is quite deep. But yeah, and in terms of musicality, it may not be like. But for me, I didn't look at it as music. I looked at it. It was almost like theatrical. It was a performance.
Yeah.
It felt like a movie almost, rather than just a music video. But he does a lot of like busking, and he's used to that sort of style of doing music and things as well.
Did you say this is one take, or do you say they're recording it? And how did it come out?
He's singing it live. Obviously, there's a couple of different camera angles and stuff like
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah.
it's him singing it in one go sort of thing. But
I mean, even when you understand that in the background, it's impressive, right? And this means that you won't necessarily get the same version again if he was doing this live and things. So this is a
no,
big interpretation of his at the time feeling, emotion, whatever he wants to portray, against this kind of monologue of good enough, not good enough, and isn't being a high REN. Presumably this is one of his singles, like his first singles out, is it?
yeah, but like he's not. I can't remember seeing anything in the charts and things like that. So then we'll do another video. But his storytelling, his voice. He's got a great voice. He plays the music, the guitar and things like this really well. But he's all self-taught, and he's all. There's no auto tune. It's not like nowadays. You tend to be everything sounds crisp and perfect, and this. I don't know. It's quite refreshing to hear. Like you said, it's almost like watching a live performance.
Yeah. But him doing that though, mate, it underpins the whole message of the song. So he's doing the introduction. He's saying, "This is me," and then the lyrics, the fact that it's done in one take, the fact that it's in this environment, the fact that he goes back and forth is a descriptor for his story to date. Like it all layers that notion of, hey, this is me. I've got some internal struggles. I've been off the radar. I've had some illnesses and stuff like that. This is my story in the background. This is my internal kind of dialogue that I tell myself around also how I could be perceived of in the industry. Repetitive, not doing the same thing. You sound like Eminem. You're a white version, white rapper. All that sort of stuff, right? Like he's going through that, and I think it's also quite, like you said, it's refreshing to see that he's being open off the bat on his style, his story, and things like this, and it's quite raw in terms of his musicality. Like he's not perfect. What he's it's not to the to the quaver perfect, like it's been kind of manufactured, like in all the years. You can hear the duff notes, the ghost notes. You can hear all these problems in terms of his scaling and his intonations and stuff. But that's the point. It's meant to be like that. So
yeah. Right, so listen to the last bit now. And this is the last bit of the video.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
That's it.
Hmm.
Do you see what I mean about the performance bit, isn't it? It's, you think where we started off, what you were expecting, and where we are now.
Sorry. I was waiting for Mike to come back with something.
I
Well,
was thinking
I have no idea.
Mike was going to
honestly.
drop something massive.
I
Then.
thought the reaction video was going to be a funny thing, not something so deep and intense straight away. I mentioned like schizophrenic at the beginning or something, and then the song's going on. I'm like, I'm not caught equipped to do a reaction video to this because I'm not that deep into music. But funny enough, he mentioned psychosis at the end. I'm curious why you've brought it up, and I'm wondering if it's because of some of the conversations we've had and about getting older and that is, being rigid is the noose around your neck sort of thing. And he said that himself. That's what separates us from gods or demons. Demons are rooted in evil. God is rooted in the Almighty and good. And with us being human, we're able to be more flexible to navigate these issues. And I'm wondering if I'm trying to think, is there a reason why you've brought this up? Is it anything related to what we've spoke about in the last couple of months? I don't know.
So for me, it's interesting to get, because I've watched reaction videos of this. I've watched people react to this, and everyone takes something different from it. So I suppose, I don't know how you're going to react. You may look at it and think, oh, this is a music video, and it's you might, like, surface level, might think, right, yeah, that's not for me, I'm not interested in that. Or you could be looking more into it, and I suppose that's the point. There's a lot going on in this video, and I think that's why I picked this video first, because there is no comedy in it, but there's so much you could take from it. But I suppose, I didn't pick it for any reason other than I thought it was a really good video. Wasn't what I went into it blind like you guys. When I first watched it, I was like, what is this? And then when he starts going do, and I'm like, well, I wasn't expecting that. When I looked at him, he looks like a Peaky Blinder, doesn't he? So I was thinking, he's not going to do that. And it just took me somewhere different the whole way through. And even at the end, I didn't expect him, when he put the guitar down, I didn't expect him then to come up and speak. And actually, I was like, oh, that's quite deep at the end. And then it ends, for me, it ended, and it left me thinking about it after it finished. And I was thinking, how many other videos or music videos do I watch and then think, and they stop me in my tracks and I think afterwards, like, there was a lot going on in there, and even so much for me that I went back and watched it again then. But like I said, no particular reason why I picked it other than there's a lot to it.
It's a really good performance, and like you said, it's almost like he was doing a theatrical monologue at the end, right? Like you could have. I envisioned myself sat in the theater, he's centre stage with a light on him, doing some sort of dialogue, right? Almost had the Shakespearean kind of like holding of a skull in the background, and expecting him to, you know, and like you said, you'll take things from it. My take, as I've described, is this notion of internal struggle, and I think we all have that, and I think it's this black and white world that sometimes box that we put ourselves in of, you know, do this, don't do this, you can, you can't, you know, you're good enough, you're not good enough. If I do this, what will people think of me? And that's the story that I think Ren took me on as I listened to it and digested the visual and the musical aspect of it. And I think it was a good one to start us off, Tim. Like Mike said, it's not a funny react. I thought it was going to be a funny react video as well. It's not a funny react video. It's more in depth. But I
made you all depressed, though, haven't I?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if we're allowed to swear, but I was like, what the hell is this? What's going on?
I have an existential crisis now.
The funny thing is, Tim, is I think this video it reflects a lot of modern issues. You know, it reflects a lot of modern issues around, you know, what will society think of me? You know, what do I think of myself? What will my friends think of me? Should I stay in my box? Should I not stay in my box? Yeah. So I think it's a good thing to have
For me, I'm not. I take things very much on face value. You know, I might have watched something and someone goes, "Oh, you know what that film's actually about? It's about a whole underlying theme of depression or something," and I don't usually pick up on that. So I've listened to that song and I totally understand what he's getting at. I know the whole meaning of the song and what he's battling and this and that, but this does not speak to me in the slightest. I will never watch this video again, and I'll never give it a thought after this. It does not get me on that level, but I understand what's going on fully.
Okay.
I just can't feel it.
Yeah.
I just can't feel it.
It's totally fine.
No, that's cool, mate.
Yeah. No, but there are songs out there which speak to me, but that is not a style or anything that would get me.
Cool.
But
Right,
I mean, to do that for 9 minutes is pretty impressive either way, regardless at whatever level you take it on.
Yeah. Right, let's wrap this up then, and then if you want to see more videos like this, guys, if you want to see more videos like this, follow, subscribe, and comment for more. Cheers, guys.